Hi guys, this is Mark Davis from Optimum Technology Transfer. Welcome to you all. In this video, I'm going to take a further look at conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. This is what we might regard as the third part of my conditional formatting trilogy. In the first part, let me just go back to one of the previous sheets that I used. There's no conditional formatting on this particular sheet. It has been formatted to give it a level of clarity perhaps that it wouldn't otherwise have, to make it very readable, very obvious. There's no conditional formatting on that particular sheet, but there is here. So we had a look earlier on in one of my previous videos at applying data bars to a range of cells. For example, the density cells, the density figures, the density data in this particular worksheet. Took it a little bit further, showed you how you guys can modify. There's a little bit more conditional formatting here. Something a little bit different. It is just so vast. There's so many opportunities, so many different ways that you can, as the tooltip actually says to you here, let me have a look, easily spot trends and patterns in your data using bars, colors, which is what we're doing here, bars we did previously, and icons. We had a quick look at flags, for example, to visually highlight important values. But I'd like to take it a little bit further again. What I'd like to do is I'd like to conditionally format entire rows of data rather than just one cell having a data bar, for example, or one cell being a little bit different in its color, in its display, in its background. You can see here that these rows, Switzerland, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Italy and Germany, for example, are highlighted in blue. They have a kind of a blue fill color. What I've also done is introduce a dynamic cell. So for example here it says 200 at the moment, and that's why those rows for those particular countries are filled a particular color. If I reduce that number down to 100, that's really what dynamic formatting is all about. So the enter value here, cell I3 in my case, is some kind of cutoff value. So for example, if the density goes above that particular value, then the conditional formatting changes. Nice and simple, nice and clear, nice and obvious. Clear, simple, obvious indication that those rows are 150 or above. Now, how did I create that? Well, I've got a demo sheet here and I'll replicate what I've done with my previous sheet. So the first thing I'm going to do is to select the list of data that I would like to apply this row conditional formatting to. I'll click conditional formatting and click new rule. Now, from the various rule type kind of presets that we've got here, I'm going to use a formula to determine which cells to format. Click and select it and then click into the box in that bottom half. Now it's all about the density value, so I'm going to click and select my first density value for Switzerland, for example, greater than or equal to. I could put a hard-coded value in here, but bad practice generally, of course. I'm going to select this particular cell. I'm going to choose format, fill, select a particular color. I'll go back to font actually and make it white, so white on a kind of bluish background. Click OK and then click OK and watch what happens. Problem, of course, because, well, it's not just one row, it's all the rows. It's not just several rows, it's all the rows. It doesn't matter what changes I make here, nothing's going to happen as such. So let me just go back. I'm just going to reselect that whole list that I've applied the conditional formatting to. I'm going to go back to conditional formatting and to manage rules. We've seen in previous videos, if you want to edit a rule, you can simply double click on the rule that you want to edit. The problem arises with this particular cell reference that we've got here. As we can see, it's absolute $D$3. That's not what we want. We do want to leave the column absolute, so D, which is where my density figures are, for example, but it's not just Switzerland, it's Sweden, it's Portugal, it's Poland. It's going down, as it were, through the list of countries, the list of rows in any spreadsheet. So I'm going to remove the absolute from the row number but leave the absolute for the column letter. Click OK and apply and close, and there we go. Go back to my value, see what happens, increase it, brilliant, perfect. So the row highlighting is completely dependent upon this particular value here. Let me go back. I'll highlight once again. Go back and show you guys once again the rule that I've applied to conditionally format entire rows of data in a list. I'm sure you agree. Rather cool. There it is. That's it as far as my conditional formatting trilogy is concerned. Of course, guys, if you haven't done so, do check out various other videos of mine here on YouTube. Search Optimum Technology Transfer in the YouTube search box and you'll come across lots of other Microsoft Excel videos that I've created and uploaded here to YouTube. And of course, you know, this is slightly more complex than your normal ordinary everyday conditional formatting. Don't forget, you can always pause, check it out, have a look at my formula that I created there. Yeah, you can then carry on. Easy to pause, to move on. So that's it. Yeah, from me, Mark Davis, as I say, at Optimum Technology Transfer. Good luck with it all, and take care, and bye-bye.